Facebook page because people don't actually read what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Leon, can you talk yet? I ain't getting shit from her. You guys getting anything?
Nothing.
Nope.
The little
Leon,
purple things.
you need to connect your radio. So, while we're waiting on this happening, shall we run through what you've done last time on Mutant Year Zero? The only two people that turned up, which was Debussy and Tabby, also known as Scott and Rachelle.
Didn't
That
someone
was
else
2
do
weeks
last
ago.
week?
Last week we had Bowie with us as well.
Yeah.
Were you here?
It
In
was
that
the
case,
week
I
before that. It was just
that
two
the
of
week
us.
before.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
apologise. What did we do last week then? Oh, did we go to? Oh, I know what we did do. You're right. You all almost died. I was thinking
nearly
this was the
killed this
previous
game.
episode. Rachel, on her quest to kill her character, continues to survive and roll really high, leaving everyone else
Every
to
time
deal
I'm
with the
like,
shit.
yeah, I'm not gonna do anything crazy this week. I'm like, "Ugh, I really want to do this, and then I just can't help myself.
I really want to do a crazy thing though. What to do?
Abby's
Oh.
very impulsive.
Hello. Hello.
Look, man. Again, like as Scott pointed out last week, it's working for us. So from the character point of view,
I should get that 9 lives feat, to be fair,
yeah, I think you're gonna have to.
just in case. We didn't get XP the past 2 weeks. I've kept meaning to say it because we forgot.
Yeah, Scott, the thing you sent me. Yes, we will have to work that out off screen. I've got an idea that we can use, but we'll come back to it, okay? But anyway, that's cool. Leon, have you fixed your sound yet? It's great that every time he looks nervous every time I say that because he's
That's a
clearly
no.
struggling. Yeah. Oh, I was actually playing. I was streaming in my own
being
channel,
picked up on the stream, but not
Twitch,
the fucking
Gears of War, and
anything else.
I had to talk a bit
Hello.
because my son, we
Hello.
couldn't hear his voice for
Hello.
the full stream, and I couldn't work out why. And the reason we couldn't hear his voice is because he had forgot to join the party when I sent him the invite, and I never thought to check that because that's like you just press a button and you accept the invite. He didn't do that, so I was checking his headphones, I was checking they were charged, I was checking the connections. Like, what's wrong with it? It took me like 3 days to work out.
Hello.
So yeah.
Hello.
So it's me getting
Steadily
more annoyed.
Hello.
There we go.
Yay.
Well,
Yes,
I also saw you fix it on stream there.
Thank you.
Because as soon as I seen it pop up, I'm like, oh, that's what he's done.
Yay! Yay! We can
Oh,
hear
the
us.
puppy! It was a puppy sorted it. The puppy went okay. Came over, plugged it in for you.
Here you go, Dad.
Thank you.
So, last time on Mutant Year Zero Gen Lab Alpha, episode 10, you guys went on further adventures to find out secrets of the valley. You guys have got so much lore from like how you guys were made now, and this is episode 10, to the point where I'm like, there's no secrets left. You guys know exactly how you were created. You found evidence. You have like stacks of information that you can just hand out as pamphlets. But I thought,
yeah, we've not told anyone yet.
yeah, but that is a useful thing. But that's not bad stuff. That's really good information the Resistance could be dishing out. That's like, what do we do? We're going to hand out copies of these pamphlets we found. Here's how they created it. It was not a beautiful moment. It was painful. But you can
check out this guy over here.
This is what we used to look like.
Does it also? We also found information on like the first corrupted and stuff like that.
You did find information on the previous generations of corrupted.
Yep, they
and
thought
you
they were going to fix us, but they didn't.
Oh, and also because Leon wasn't here, we made the decision that we let the bug live.
Okay.
So the fertilizer producing bug is still alive, and you have not completed any of the things that the reptile Piaf asked you to do, leaving you with the option that you were given by the other dude, Ulrich, to go and make. To be fair, you can still go and do the things he asked, but that's up to you guys.
Can I ask? Did we release the bug, or what did we do with the bug?
Oh,
Nothing, we let it be.
Fertilizer. We just gave it some painkillers.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, you're fine. Pat, pat. Good for you. You'll be okay. We need you to make you.
The moral characters weren't here to make the decision.
The moral
Yeah,
characters,
it was
the
me and
least
Scott.
immoral. And then the following week, you went on more adventures and found further evidence of the humans' abuse of your forebears.
We also met your ancestor.
You did. You met a very specific ancestor of yours, Cooper, who is currently hanging out in the Boosie's hideout and has been doing things while he's there.
Has
He's
Cobb
been busy.
met him yet? Or
He has not
No.
meted him yet, no.
okay. Fair enough.
But you can go back at any time you want and see what he's been up to. He's been doing stuff. I had lots of fun writing stuff he's been doing.
Can
Is the bussy going to be just sweating as soon as he comes in? He's like stash.
what
That was a spork! What did you do to the spork? I created a nuclear bomb. Why would I need a nuclear bomb? I need a spork.
How am I going to eat
What is it
beans
weird
and
on?
wrap up spaghetti at the same time? It's perfect for eating a noodle dog. He's done some stuff, to be fair. Well, you know what? I'm not going into it. If you go there, you'll find out. If you don't, you won't.
I'd like to add that I love the name the Noodle Dog Network. I love that.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
That was today.
We
I
have
was
to
sitting
also
at work.
call it the Noodle Dog verse, where everything is happening. Like this is the Blade Runner's universe as well.
Oh yeah, that's canon.
Yeah.
Blade
There's-
Runner,
there's
Alien.
crossover.
The timeline doesn't really fit for Mutant, to be fair. Everything else,
No,
like
it's fine.
Alien and Blade Runner, maybe you could see them
Well,
kind of being
There
together.
has been theories that Alien and Blade Runner is actually the same universe.
Yeah,
I
the
can see
100% that like I'm pretty sure is, yeah.
I can see it like it's too close and it's done for the same director.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like the aesthetics kind of work, but the mutant thing doesn't really fit into that because the Earth is destroyed. So it's like, well, but you know, maybe it was just one country that was destroyed, and the mutants think it's. Oh no, that doesn't work actually because there's actually space stations in mutant. Sorry guys,
It's a different planet.
Also,
Earth 2.
Who's to say that Blade Runner doesn't happen on a second Earth and it's just called Earth?
Or we're second Earth. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you're right. Mutant could have happened. I actually fair the idea that mutant happened on a planet like Earth.
Yep.
That we went to, we fucked up royal and went, let's just leave. Like fuck this.
But we could say it's like
We
a
fucked up another one. Oh well.
like a Marvel like universe kind of thing, like different universe. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I mean, I meant to, yeah, the multiverse also exists, but you know, whatever. We'll at some point we'll cram it into the timeline. It wouldn't
single
fit.
game
It makes
Yeah.
no
we've had
sense, but we'll do it.
Somehow
I
drones
can't-
in together.
I can't wait for Tabby and Debussy to appear in Blade Runner.
You'll just pull off your
Old
faces and
woman.
stuff. Yeah.
Can I ask what has Cobb been doing during?
Well, that's up to you, Leon. He's your character. What happened is after you left the bug, you all decided to take different routes back towards in case like Watchers were watching you or Piaf had spies. So you all took circuitous routes back to the original cave with Meatloaf and whatnot in it. You all went off your own little misadventures. So what would you like Cobb to have been doing? And whatever you tell me now, I will try and fit something together so we can explore that further on next. You can just give me a brief outline or a wee guess now, and we can maybe talk about it, or you can message me during the week, and I'll build a wee thing around it.
I'll say Cobb has been trying to track down shepherds
Okay.
and
Cool.
was either successful or not successful. I'll leave that completely up to yourself.
Well, something I have been working on is the corrupted village, and him being corrupted. I think we have that is where some stuff is going to lead at some point. So I've got ideas, but I'm not going to say it because we're streaming right now, so the stuff will do. But any hoozles, Cobb has been looking for him. Yous have returned to Meatloaf at the cave. You've got the plot splurge. You know that you have dropped off Cooper at the Boosie's hideout. As soon as you left, you heard hammering, and you're like, "Well, that's weird that he's immediately found a hammer and is up to something." But that leaves you with some options. You can either now go continue your mission for Piaf and go and like kind of run some sabotage missions on the Badgers, or you can go and contact the Badgers and you now have an interesting thing to trade
Mhm.
because you know that they are that they'll be interested in the fertilizer. You have something they want, but it's up to you how you deal with this. So, as always, the camera is lying at the bottom of the ocean. It shoots through past the giant shark, past the oil rig with all the mutants kind of on it, flies through the clouds, through some overgrown vines, past some very plant-like mutants that are just wandering around, and ends up right in front of the cave. How would you guys like to proceed?
Can I enter the cave?
Absolutely. You enter the cave and you find Bowie, Debussy, Tabby, and the friends you met along the way. Meatloaf and the other NPCs who fucking have names, and I'd have to look them up, but I know one of them's called Swift or something. And you're sitting around and they are telling people about what they found, and you're perhaps even sharing out the information about what the humans had done to your forefathers in the past, showing you all the horrifying cybernetic augmentations, the operation after operation, the books filled with like names that are similar to your names.
I mean, me and Tabby aren't even doctors, and we figured all this stuff out. This is like the greatest scientific discovery we've ever had, and it wasn't even Cobb that found it.
I think
Well-
we should go to doctor. So, you know, I think we'd be pretty good doctors, Debussy. Just
We
saying.
really would. Like, we both healed him, and it's like we also analyzed that bug thing and set it on fire. We realized it was weak against fire.
Yep.
Get
We're
it?
pretty much geniuses. We don't need you guys.
Guys, I'm back.
No.
Hey, Cobb.
Hello. Sorry, I forgot. I thought we replaced you with a cooler.
Yeah, we have another raccoon.
There's another raccoon.
Yeah.
He's our friend. We saved him.
He saved us.
He is.
Ah.
He is now building us really cool weapons. He also destroyed some Watchers.
I mean, I've been there when you guys have destroyed Watchers.
He made his own imp gun.
Oh wow, then maybe this guy is
Can you build
pretty
an
cool.
Ep gun, Cobb?
I can make cocaine.
What's that?
Close enough.
Sold!
I might have some of that.
Talking of which, I've missed you guys as much as I've missed cocaine. Hello.
So, where have you been?
I've been trying to track down an old friend. I was doing it for a long time before meeting all you guys, and yeah, I kind of maybe got a bit too wrapped up in my kind of revenge storyline going on. It's a whole thing with my backstory. I kind of hate this guy called Shepard, who's also a corrupted. It's a long story.
Is that crazy guy that you were fighting with the first time I saw you?
The Fox, yeah, that's him.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, the fox.
You know, we have some history, to say the least, and I found him / not found him, depending on what he's been doing something later on. But you know, I thought it was a good time to come back. I'm sorry I've been away for so long, guys. But I'm here.
Well,
I'm
as
here now.
long as you got your revenge, that's all that matters.
Well, not so much yet. But
So you've been away for ages on a vengeance spree, and you didn't even get vengeance.
no, but can I say I came back with something?
What would you like to come back with?
A tail.
Can I roll on the table to see what I came back?
do
Here's the
you want to-
generator.
Do you want to roll on the artifact table or do you want to roll on the injury table?
Artifact table, please.
Can I have an artifact as well?
I feel like it should be both.
I will tell you what, Leon. You absolutely can roll on the artifact table if you roll twice on the injury table.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll take
I
it.
rolled 2 13s last week, so you might just get a sprained wrist.
I came
You-
back dead.
Hello!
Yeah, I came back dead.
Okay. Okay, Leon. First thing you need to do is roll me 2 d66.
Right. Okay.
I can't wait till you get something useless and the worst injuries.
That seems like a very Cobb thing to do, to be honest.
Jesus, this Leon, you might die.
Well, he
Let's
can't
go.
die because he's in front of us.
So
No, the d66, not 666.
62.
Oh, holy fucking shit.
Am I
He's
10?
dead.
Am I 10?
Okay, right. Okay, you have a severed arm artery,
Jesus Christ.
and you have 6 minutes to live. So, roll me a heal roll.
Fine.
Hi guys, I came back with. Oh,
Yeah,
I might be
have
missing
sent
an
him
arm.
on his heels since I've been doing so well with my heels. Obviously, he's dead and
Before we
Roman.
go any further, roll me another d66.
No problem. If I get it again, just
This
both
is
of my
in case he
hands
dies,
like
I
similar.
think.
Oh, that's 666 again. Sorry. 23.
Woo! 23 is not so bad. Okay.
Sprain.
Broken toes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
So-
sprained wrists, but the wrist was the one that was cut off.
No. Right, you've got broken toes, so you're now -1 to move and sneak for the rest of this game.
Fine.
And with the fucking severed arm artery, you've got 6 minutes to live, and you've got -1 to endure and 1 to move. Somebody roll me a heal to try and stop him bleeding out in front of you right now.
Oh,
He stumbles back in. He's like,
My heels
can
no
I
bad.
rummage through Debussy's basket and trolley and try and get some like gauze or some shit to stop the bleeding?
you can, but before we do that, Leon, roll me a d6.
Yep.
Is this how many minutes he's got?
Mhm.
Don't roll a 1.
6.
Okay,
I've got 4 in heel. If
Rachel,
anyone's got
roll
higher.
me a d6 to see how long it would take you to find said thing.
Oh,
I-
fuck's sake.
I have like a lot of healing stuff.
Right, if I use somebody has tools, can I get some bonuses to this heal?
He can absolutely roll his own heal.
3. It only
Alright,
takes me
roll
3
your own heal
minutes.
then. You'll have like fucking 7 in heal or something.
Yeah, I've got
I like to think he came in and it was bandaged up, and it's only when he started talking about his adventures he went, "Yeah, this looked pretty serious," and he just like pulls the bandage off and it just starts spraying out.
Hey guys,
Oh shit!
is this pretty
Or
bad?
you got it coming into the cave like you just scraped off a rusty nail or something like that. It's just the wrong angle.
Right, roll me a heal, man. Come on, give me that heal.
Okay, I'm gonna heal. Come on, heal.
What a fun mechanic we've introduced to this game. Yep, 2. Okay, so yeah, I don't know, you fucking heat up like a soldering iron, you stick it right in there, solder it shut, you wrap it round. Yep, you're definitely not going to bleed to death. However, you do have the minuses we said. For this game, you've got -1 to endure and move,
Mm-hmm.
and for the broken toes, you have got -1 to move. So it's actually -2 to sneak. Sorry,
Okay.
-2 to move, 1 to sneak, and 1 to endure.
Can
so
I-
any successes you get in that,
Yeah.
you need to get that many.
Can I ask, do arms grow back? Or.
Yeah, of course they do.
Well,
It's
saw
an
the-
art.
The other raccoon
Oh.
had a biological arm. He had a robot arm. Maybe he can get you a robot arm.
By-
Only has
You've still got an
90.
arm. It's the
Ooh.
artery that was severed, not the arm. You
Alright.
still have the arm.
Okay. Tells you how much I know about the.
I did think it was a
Alright.
slit wrist, but since he was leaning in that, I thought we'd just go with it.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, Leon. Now, do you want to roll on the new table or the old table for the item, the artifact?
Probably the old one, because the old one has the best stuff, I think.
In that case, you're rolling on the new one because no chance. Right.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, roll a d66, please. There's still loads of good stuff on this.
445.
So d66, mate, not
Sorry,
not
sorry.
666.
But you
Leon
do.
just wants
need
to
to-
roll 666.
Leon, you have some duct tape.
Yay!
To be fair,
Hey,
that
that's-
duct
that's
tape is
quite
very useful.
Okay.
I'm sure the other raccoon could find so many uses for that duct tape.
I mean,
It
you
is
could
very
take
useful.
your arm up with it.
Yeah. I could use a little bit of a rest, please.
No, No,
Yeah, me
no,
too,
we have to
actually.
go like right now.
Okay. Am I still?
Sorry, dude.
Am I
Well,
still the
then
face of the
almost
rebellion?
Yeah.
Well, luckily you're not the arm of the rebellion.
Very good. Okay, that's
Oh,
fine.
the third.
That's actually I mean, to be fair, duct tape, although it sounds kind of rubbishy, is actually very good.
And this, like, think about it. How useful
use
is
it for a
duct
lot of
tape in
different
our
things.
world, let
Yeah.
alone in a survival environment?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not like, the laser cannon, but like, it's probably also something that's not going to get you, like, stopped by the Watchers because it's not going to look anything crazy.
I
Yeah.
would also argue that in this world, duct tape probably is more useful than the web, like if you were actually in it.
Yeah. All right. There we go. That should save up in a second, and take some of that. Duct tape. Cool. I don't know why that's taking so long to save.
Duct tape.
That's why, because it's not done the duct tape. That was actually a picture of a bear from when I went to. Let's try that one again. When I went to Five Sisters Zoo, which, although it's a cool picture, it's not really appropriate for this. There you go. There is a duct tape.
Yeah.
So you actually get modifications to jury rig and comprehend when using talents mechanic, bower, or weapon maker. So
That's
it's
brilliant.
pretty useful, man. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. Right, so that's
I'm
that
gonna,
done.
I'm gonna give that to Debussy.
Yeah.
Okay,
here you go.
So you have another artifact. Great. I definitely don't give too many of these away. So continuing with this, how would you guys like to proceed?
I would like to nap so my agility can go back to normal.
Yep. You can. Well, we can say that this happened in morning, so that you have had the opportunity to rest. Rachel, for your agility to go back to normal, you need to consume. How much to agility have you lost?
Just one.
Well, okay, you need to consume one ration of water. So you need to
Okey-dokey.
do. So just do that. You guys have been pretty. I think you've got quite a lot of food and water, so you should be doing all right with that.
I'm low on water, even though I thought I'd got some, but I obviously haven't.
I'm gonna pass Tabby a water.
I have lots of water, so I will give some water.
Your friends are kind.
I have a
giving-
doctor's bag, so I could use that.
I arguably have too much water.
Really, the most you should ever have of water is about 6.
I have not got 6.
I've got two. I don't think you guys can hear me.
I can hear
Yeah,
you.
we can do it.
Oh, alright.
Sorry, what did you say? Sorry.
What was it you were saying?
No, just before you said you were gonna give Tabby water, I said I'll give Tabby one of mine.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, okay. Am I being heard? Is it...
Oh,
You're just
sorry.
No,
That's
no.
just me talking over you like
wasn't
an
sure if it was me
ignoramus.
or his mic.
How much water have you got? Because I've got too much.
Well, if
How
you've
much
got
is
too
too
much,
much?
give her one then, because I think I've got like 4.
15.
Jesus,
Right, you
can
give
I
her one
take
here
half
first.
of that?
I've got 2.
Well, I
Okay.
had.
I have been
If
collecting
I take
it at
your one
every
back, I'm just
location.
gonna take Scott's water.
I've also been trading and shit like that, so...
I'm gonna take 3, so I'm gonna be up
Oh
to
no,
6.
I've got...
I also have a lot of food because of those eggs.
I have 9 food, yeah. That's because I've been hunting, so if anyone ever wants food, I will get some.
Can you guys hear me? Oh, it's back. That's fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
you're
Yeah, it's
back.
working now. Yeah, it was being weird. Doesn't matter. Crappy computer thing. I bought a cheap one. Shouldn't have bought a cheap one.
Can
Right,
I?
okay, cool. So you guys are back to health. I will say, if you're carrying around 15 water, that is quite a lot. You are going to have to start stashing that.
I left some at the base, so I'm only
Absolutely
carrying
fine. Yeah,
around.
you're looking for about a maximum of 6 per either thing. Encumbrance is a thing in this game I don't really kind of bother with.
Hi,
But when you
Ben,
got to the point when you've got 2 weeks worth of water,
15 water.
yeah, that's kind of getting crazy at that point because it's meant to be something you keep track of. The valley does have an abundant food life, and you have a hunter with you who can kind of get you food. But again, it's also a boring thing to dwell on. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So the day is yours. You've passed all over the information. Cobb, you will suffer those injuries for until the next session.
Okay.
How would you like to continue? What would you like to go and do?
Are we gonna go to the bear tribe now?
The badgers we're supposed to see.
That's what I meant.
I don't know if
It began with a B.
because
Yeah,
I was
I'm-
thrown out of the bear tribe. I don't know. I'm not that massively comfortable with it. I'll go there if you guys want to, but I'd vote against
I
it.
meant to
Again,
say
the
badgers.
Badgers tribe, not the Bear tribe.
Nah.
I have nothing for the Bear tribe other than that they exist.
Let's
There's
go to the
no
bear
intrigue.
Let's
tribe.
go
Let's
to the
where
bear
Lee
tribe.
is not prepared for. Let's go to the rat tribe.
I have stuff for the rat tribe, the cat tribe, the dog. The only ones I've not done nothing for is the bear tribe because I've not really came into it yet.
That's fair.
If you just want to go there, we can, but I'll be freestyling the full. Actually, no, I do have an idea. It doesn't matter. Anyway,
We'll go
so
to
you're
the
going to head towards the
badger.
Badger tribe.
Badger.
Okay. Cool.
That was
so
my bad.
that's alright. These things happen. There's a lot of things to do, so you know.
So, who wants to take the lead on dealing with the badgers?
Not me, because badgers hate my kind.
I
Fair point.
I like badgers.
How do you feel about betraying your peoples? Like, I don't imagine they're going to take kindly to this.
It's for the greater good.
The greater good.
That's what I was gonna do.
That's what happened. That's what comes to my mind every single time someone says that.
I don't think it can happen without that.
Yeah.
No, because of that movie.
Yep.
I love it.
You meant yarp.
Yar. Oh, true. Yar. We never achieve anything, do we? Just sit around discussing what we might do for an hour, and then we're like, oh yeah, I guess we'll go. So,
Then we did
you,
10 things at once.
you head towards the Badger Burrow, as it's called, the Badger Outpost. It is one of the most remote outposts in the valley, to the point where it's kind of like overlooked by pretty much everyone. Like they kind of forget about it. The only people that really have any issue with it are the Reptile tribe because they fucking hate them. But nobody else really cares. They're one of the smaller tribes.
Why do
Kind of got a
the
lot of infighting.
badgers and the lizards hate each other?
I don't know. By what you mean?
Badgers
I
kill
do know,
reptiles.
but
Oh.
it's literally dates
Would
back to
Barry
that.
know?
It
Not
probably
Barry.
is
Would Barry know
animal
this?
instinct.
Okay,
Okay.
let's ask the question. Boy, why do you think the reptiles hate the badgers?
Because we're competing for territory, and the badgers think that they're superior, but my kind think we're superior. So we're always
Oh.
clashing, and we don't realise that we have a common enemy that we can rally around.
More or less, yeah. It is also, like you said, it's genetic memories. Like, you know, snakes hate mongoose. It's just this. They remember there's something in them that thinks these guys are my enemies, and they don't 100% know. But over a period of time, lots of things have happened on both sides. The reptiles have got tales of the badgers ambushing them when they were just trying to like go hunting or fishing. Badgers have got the exact same stories from the opposite end. You know, each one of them can name an ancestor or a family or a friend member that has been killed or hurt by a treacherous reptile. They can't be trusted. But yeah, it's a generations old feud that nobody really understands, but just
It's
continues.
there.
Yeah. But yeah, you absolutely can head towards it. I will say, as you travel near the road, a few times, at some of the more remote locations on the road, or one of the busiest traveled parts of the road, should I say, you do see a gathering of different animals. You see some rats, you see a couple of dogs, you see a couple of apes, you even see a bear, and they're kind of seated round a kind of wooden kiosk with a cart beside it, and you can smell some kind of meaty substance on the air.
Meat-like substance.
Noodle dogs. I'm gonna run and get one.
I will race Tabby.
Yeah, so you run over to the the noodle dog stand, and yeah, indeed, you do see a large noodle dog stand. It looks like it's been it looks like it's all been taken off the cart and put together, and specifically put here because they knew they'd get passing trade. There's some kind of rough-hewn benches. There's a few tables. It's what we would recognise as like a kind of old, like a barbecue. And they're like turning dogs that appear to be made of noodles. Some dogs appear to be made of just regular meat-like substance. There's a small oven that they are baking things in, and it smells as good as you'd expect these things to smell.
So-
For the
I
viewers at
think
home.
Maybe not authentic noodle dogs, but good enough.
Well, the sign says authentic noodle dogs by Cobb.
Authentic, like noodle dogs.
Yeah,
Wait, does it say by Cobb?
it does say approved by. It says approved by Cobb.
Oh, these are
Cobb.
real.
But did Cobb approve them?
I don't
Well,
think I have.
behind the counter is somebody you have never seen before.
Oh.
Let's have a look. Who can it be? Who would it be funny to be? You see
A bird.
this guy. A large bear covered in spores.
Hello there.
Oh, hello. Would you like a Cobb-approved noodle dog?
Cobb approved.
Why, yes.
Do
So-
you know Cobb by any chance?
Cobb's real?
Cobb is very
How
real.
would they Cobb approved if Cobb's not real?
It's like in the magazines with the clown with the red hair. He's like the mascot of the noodles.
I haven't seen that guy before.
We've seen him whilst we've been travelling. I think someone had an artifact of one of the clown man things.
Well,
Oh.
look,
I think it was some type of religious order.
well,
Is
They
it
had
I-
golden arches that
Look.
they seem to go to pray and eat.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
care about any endorsements you may or may not have by your clown deity. I am Cobb, and I have yet to approve this.
He laughs. It's like, Cobb,
This
no,
is
Cobb.
actually Cobb.
Cobb
Mhm.
dresses in the blue and red of the sacred noodle dog.
Yeah, Cobb,
You do
might
not
wanna...
dress as Cobb, you are merely a raccoon.
Ah,
Yeah,
well, you're right. I know where Cobb is. I'm gonna go get him real quick. I'm gonna go
I'm
and
really hoping that it's just a phone box. That's
Yeah.
right.
I'm gonna go into a phone box and like a
If there's
clear
a
phone
filthy
box.
phone box, just sitting by itself, just man cave,
Yeah.
filled with like the urine of whoever's passed by for the
Yeah.
last 50 years.
I'm gonna
Tabby just moved a little bit round.
I'm gonna just like go in there and you're gonna hear me just like bash it into like the walls, trying to like struggling to put on a costume.
Yeah.
Just, shit.
It's like that promo for Deadpool when he like, starts pushing his ass up against
Yeah.
like the side, and it's just
But it's a
Yeah.
furry ass.
yeah, probably like that, yeah.
What's Cobb doing to Cobb?
And yeah, after a few moments of grunting and panting, you hear him go with his broken toes. Cobb, you stumble out with your filthy, matted, child-sized Spider-Man costume on.
Aha! It is I, Cobb.
Okay, Rickman kind of looks at you for a long moment. It's like, ugh, wow, it is you. Are okay?
Give me your noodle dog, and I
Would
will.
you like a free noodle dog?
Yes, I will, and I will eat it. And I will.
Tabby's just gonna take one.
You would try and steal a noodle dog?
And give one for my friends.
I don't give away noodle dog. You can have one because you have made the effort to dress as the mascot of the company.
Fine. The Bissy goes in, does the exact same thing, and then the phone and comes out in his rabbit costume.
It's like, that is not the correct costume.
Fuck you! Give me a free noodle dog.
I'm gonna steal a noodle.
This
dog
is
from
my sidekick, Bussy Boy,
Noodle pal.
Noodle Boy.
When you appear on some of the literature, and he holds out a book, and it's like somebody's kind of illustrated like a Cobb book about how good noodle dogs are.
Who has done this? Where-
Who
Yeah.
has written this?
Huh?
Feels like your friend that started the Noodle Dog
It's
stand
just got
made
a paw
cult
print on
around
the
you.
bottom that says Tabby.
This is going out of hand. I just wanted to sponsor Noodle Dogs. I just wanted a free Noodle Dog gang.
Yeah,
This
at
is-
the end it does say created by Shepard. The character and likeness were all created by Shepard.
I grab it quickly and I look at it intently.
Is it all taking the piss out of him?
Cobb is a foolish person throughout the entire comic. He is
This
always
seems
he's
so
always trying to get noodle
accurate.
dogs and steal people's noodle dogs. He's basically the Hamburglar. He's real foolish. Like,
I'm just going through the book and I'm like, this seems so accurate. Like, how did he know you did this?
yeah. He's often falling into like things in a comical manner, and people make fun of him. But at the end, he's quite a happy little chap, and he's like, "Cobb," when he finally gets his noodle dog
I
after
thought it
all
was
his
gonna
humiliating
end up
tasks.
like
He's like,
Lucky
"Cobb
Charms.
approves."
I thought it was like Lucky Charms where he never actually gets the Noodle Dog at the end.
No. He does at the end of it after all his humiliation gets a noodle dog.
Like a Tom
'Cause
and
you do
Jerry
at this
kind of
point
thing.
see some of the animals kind of like nudging each other and pointing at Cobb and kind of like sniggering.
Do something stupid.
I'm not stupid!
Cobb, do something stupid, man.
I'm not stupid! I'm gonna do a backflip.
Okay, give
With
me
a
a move
broken
roll.
toe.
Minus
roll
2.
the move.
You need to roll 3 successes to get this. I hope you do.
Okay,
Can I
with
steal the noodle dog now?
with minus
Well,
2.
he's doing this. You could minus 2. Well, just basically, you need to roll 3 successes, mate, because the first 2 successes don't count. So you get to
Okay.
roll all your dice, but you need to roll 3 successes.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. And by the way, they were on fire last week, mate. So you might do this quite easily.
So I have a total of, for my move, 6. So should I
Yep.
roll 4?
Roll all 6 dice, mate, and it just you need to have 3 successes to successfully do this. Your first 2 successes do not count.
What
Okay,
do I need to roll for theft?
It'll be stealth.
that's one
Okay.
success.
So you stretch up, right, and you go, ugh, okay, and you run up a kind of nearby tree, and you get a few steps up, and then you put your foot down, and you remember your broken toes, and you just fall straight onto your head. And everyone kind of stands up and claps and goes, yeah, get this man a noodle dog, yeah, he deserves one for making an absolute fool of himself.
No! I am the face of the rebellion!
He announces to a group of strangers at the roadside, just everyone remember that. It's like, yeah, I'm sure you are, yeah, the rebellion, yeah, they love this guy, he's fucking hilarious. Some of them throw like some noodle dog
I'm
bits
gonna
at you.
shout at the top of my lungs, Shepard! Shepard!
Leroy!
Yeah. Rachel, with your 1 success, while he's distracting them all, you sneak round the back and you grab yourself a noodle dog.
Yeah. I'm just gonna and eat it real quick.
So you ram it down your throat. Give me an endure roll, please.
Uh-oh.
I will not, having seen this, go up and give him 3 waters to get some noodle dogs for me
I
and
will
my
push it.
friends.
Rachel, you choke on the noodle dog.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you manage to cram a noodle dog down your throat in record time. It is, yeah, but there's like tears, like you're choking as you're eating it, but you don't choke to death. Debussy, you can just go up and if you have any scrap on you, he'll take that for. So you can just do a scavenge roll in your bag of your box of nonsense.
Go. I will do that if I'm allowed. Every
course you
time if I'm allowed.
This is a noodle dog, man. This is just a fun aside. Like I don't care what happens here. We got to make up a whole thing about. Yep. You put you rummage your hand in, you pull out some kind of like, it's some cutlery.
Noodle dog eating utensils.
Some chopsticks and some cutlery, and he looks at the chopsticks and he takes them and says, "This is worth a noodle dog." And he hands you a freshly cooked noodle dog of your choice, the classic, the loaded bowl, or the messy dog.
I'll go with the messy dog.
That is a bread bun filled with noodles and chopped up hot dogs. Hands it to you. He looks at Tabby suspiciously as she has the crumbs in her whiskers and all over her face, and she's choking. But he's like, "All right, that seems odd." and he looks to Bowie.
Pebble.
I'm just standing there with my arms crossed, like pretending that I didn't see what Tabby's just done. And I'm just like, I'll have a loaded dog, please.
Based on like the equipment Debussy's given, yep, they hand you a noodle dog. That's absolutely fine. And you just continue. For funsies, Barry, you've not done much. Roll me a d10. Three. Oh, okay. Now, when there's a table, he's all sit down, and some people are side-eyeing you and kind of laughing and kind of like elbowing each other, like looking at Cobb and stuff, but nobody seems particularly interested. You hear general kind of hubbub and chat. You do overhear a little bit of gossip though, and it's here there's a new type of watcher being seen flying across the valley. It's massive and it's been gliding overhead, but it's like quieter and faster. That was the most surprising thing. That they'd look up and like it would be there. Normally there's the hum of the kind of hover jets, like the whirly parts, and you just can hear them coming. This one he said it was much bigger and it was silent. And then other people are like, fucking shut up, no you didn't, you obviously seen something like a bird or something. So there seems to be no real consensus on whether this was real or not. But there's a couple of rats like, no, I fucking definitely seen it was bigger than 5 bears. I'm not sure what units of measurement to use in this game, so...
I think rats
Right now.
always describe things as bigger than bears.
Yep, bigger than bears.
Or smaller than bears.
Says bigger than bear or not. Several bears in size. And Bill was like, shut up, no it didn't, you were drunk that night. But yeah.
You measure them in noodle dogs.
It was 100 noodle dogs wide, I tell you. Everything just comes back to noodle dogs. But yeah, you just finish your meal and you just can continue on your way if you wish, or you can spend the rest of the game here. It's up to you.
We should probably head on
To
our
the
way.
badges.
This place is not Cobb approved.
Am I able to ask
Seems like-
one of the people that was gossiping about the new type of watcher about where it was seen?
One of you tap the rat on the shoulder that insists it's there, and as you kind of tell, you kind of look, she's like, oh, it was back just a few hours south of our outpost. I don't know, it was like maybe I was taking watch. It was just after dawn, and I was alert and I was watching and definitely not drinking, and I was looking intently for like creatures, and then I glanced up and it was just above us, maybe 10 bears off the ground, and it was big and it was much darker than usual and had lights on it, and it made no sound at all.
Oh, thank you. That's something to keep in mind. We'll be on the lookout for something like that.
What shape was it?
You see him like, okay. It was, and you've seen drones. It was kind of that shape, except big and had extra bits.
Okay.
I will also tell you that the area they're talking about, if you look at your maps, is this area here. That is where he seems to be describing, which you'll see as the Western Forbidden Zone.
Can you point that out again, just for the stream?
Yep. This area here. I don't know if it's actually. There we go, that's it.
To be fair, that is where we were planning that they were attacked on them.
Yeah, it is, because it was at the bottom of the mountains.
Yeah.
So that's where the signal's strongest.
So something suspicious was there. Or was it? Who knows? He was pretty drunk.
Drunk people are the smartest.
That is correct, yes. They see the best things, and rats notoriously trustworthy across the valley.
Yeah. Have you ever met a rat that you don't trust?
As the Bussy's saying this, he is stealing something from somebody.
Yes.
He's got a point. He's got a
Yeah.
point.
Didn't really meet the ones that chased me, so guess the only two I've met, both very trustworthy, so kind. I don't know.
No, Tabby, you can't trust rats. I like you too much for you to do that. Those guys can trust rats. You're not allowed to. They don't
Um,
like cats that much, unfortunately.
Oh. I figured that when they were trying to kill me, but I wasn't 100% sure. I just kept running.
Especially my big brother. He really, really doesn't like cats.
Yep.
See, that's why I'm trying to get big and strong so I can fend them off when I get chased next time.
Well, good luck with that.
Yes, that definitely
Hey,
go
look
well.
at my muscles!
Do you want to give a strength roll to show them your muscles?
Can I do a force? Because that's what I've been putting up.
Yep, go for it.
Okay. I'm gonna push that bucket.
You're just going to strain so hard she's going to give herself, she's going to injure herself. Okay. You see that Tabby has clearly been doing something. There is some definition in her.
I've been working on it.
Yeah, you definitely see the outline of a muscle there. Cool. So yeah. So with that, you are fed, you are watered. You kind of wave goodbye to Rickman, who kind of like waves back, like spores kind of like spread off him at the time. You see that he's seasoning some of the dogs with mushrooms that he's pulling off of himself. And you head toward the Badger tribe. Now you go through the forest. That's all fine. And after, I'll say about midday, let's call it late afternoon actually, you have the Badger tribe outpost on in your sights. Yeah, well, to anyone that can't see it, I suppose I'll just show. There's two large crumbling buildings up ahead of you. They are dark. There does not appear to be anything happening within them. Bowie, you can give me a comprehend roll with a couple of extra dice.
Okie dokie. How many extra?
2 extra dice.
Why does it keep doing that? I keep selecting comprehend,
Mhm.
and then I go to select the gear dice, and it just resets.
I don't know. I mean, you just roll a bunch of d6 if you want.
Are you clicking on clear dice pool?
Right. So that's the first one.
You could always
And
just
I'll-
add the dice to your base or your skill if you need to.
Yeah. I know nothing.
You're not nothing. Is that your okay? Nothing. All right, cool. Yeah, you remember when one of the reports that you read about the Badgers, something to do with like they're well concealed. Their base isn't their base or something. Sorry guys, I've just remembered something. Leon, can you pause the stream for a moment?
Sure.
Right back. 2 seconds.
And
Okay.
go.
So that's why I would personally strangle every pet in the world to death. Anyway, so back to the stream.
my, my husband's watching the stream. He wasn't paying attention, and he's just heard you say that. And it's
No context. Moving on. So, the group, you do approach the burrow. Bowie, you can't remember the dossier you read. There was something about the buildings above that was important, but it was a while ago and so much has happened. You've not been involved in a raid in the Badger compound for a while, unless you decide you have been. You see two large concrete buildings with no obvious signs of life or light or activity.
Okay.
Although if you have read the overview, it does tell you exactly what's happening in the overview, but whatever. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Like RP it did.
I would usually scale the wall, guys, but I'm not doing that great with my toe now and arm. Maybe I could create some kind of like corrosive liquid that would go through walls, if you guys want.
Oh, we have that venom. Although we were gonna space that for a special occasion.
I could add acid to it to maybe like increase it and then attach it to a wall.
Already
I mean-
Oh, I could make it more acidic.
I think it's pretty acidic as it is. It like nearly destroyed a water.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we were gonna save it for something special.
Yes,
We
I
only
know
got
you're
one
wasting
left.
it on this. I will quickly raid my trolley to see if I can see it. In fact, I'm just going to go up and knock the door.
Okay, right, finally.
That's usually
As
my
we
thing.
As we
Not actively.
approach the outpost of the people we want to convince to be our friends, we put away our acid for whatever reason, and we try knocking the door instead. Interesting. Okay, so Debussy.
I'm still
you
ready
knock
with it.
Okay, like so, you still have it
put
poised
away,
to
put it
throw in the
away.
face of whoever answers the door, just in case they're hostile. Again, you're here to make friends. That is the point. But okay.
I'll say it's apple
Um,
juice. It's fine.
It's just
It's
that
just
green
tea.
smoke coming off it, bubbling and popping. It's drinkable. You drink it. No. Right, so yeah, you're standing there. Debussy, you knock the door, and the door is in poor condition. It swings open. It is dark inside.
Hello. May I come in?
No answer.
Enter.
Looking in, it's an empty room. The light is coming from behind you. You can see in. There is some like filthy windows in various parts. This is like a hallway.
I will bring out my handy torch.
I was just about to ask you that.
Yeah, you illuminate the torch, clicks into life. Yeah, you look around. This is like it's disused. There's nothing of interest in this first room. It's all just like kind of slowly rotting away. Everything of value has been stripped. You can see in the wall where in previous places you know they have things like pipe and wiring has been pulled out. There's no evidence of habitation.
Maybe we
Hello.
should try looking round the back.
Can I look to see if like anyone has been here like recently? Any tracks?
Yeah, of course you can give me a scout roll. Have you got anything in scout?
Yeah, I have 4.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you don't need to roll for this. And I do keep meaning to say, see if you have a suitably high skill and you just want to do some bullshit, then you can just do some bullshit. You don't always need to roll for things. I do try and remember that, so cool. We'll move on. You start to kind of look around. You kind of move into some side rooms. Everything's the same. It's everything of value or anything that could be considered useful is gone. You can see where shelves have been torn off the walls. You can see like small bits of debris, but like it's like every room has been stripped bare a long time ago. And as you move from room to room, it's the same in every room. Even things like you walk into a room and it has a kind of feel of what would have been a bathroom, but like the cubicles are gone, like the toilets are gone, the sinks are gone, the mirrors are off the wall, the walls have been broken open and pipes have been pulled out. But this all looks like it happened ages ago.
Is there
If
Sorry.
only we had Nostrand with us.
If only the person from the Badger tribe was here, things would be much more useful.
I'm
This is
gonna.
our common thread: is when someone's needed, we're not here.
Can I
Yes,
use
we still
my?
have to introduce Cobb to, his ancestor.
What do you mean by
His
ancestor,
dad
by
was
the
a
way?
human.
Is he
As in,
just
he might be your great-grandfather.
His name is
father?
Copper.
Father, can you hear me? Papa,
Papa, can you hear me?
me. We'll come back to that later.
Like he was the previous generation of what we are.
His dad was human.
What? I've missed so much. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
his
definitely.
dad-
We definitely need to
We
go
will-
back
we
and
will
talk to this
tell
guy.
you this later when we
Yeah.
found the badgers.
I'm gonna
Unless
take
you
out.
want to go see him right now, but
No, it's
we're
cool.
here.
I'm gonna take out. I'm gonna jot this down for put a pin in it. I'm gonna take out
He's
my.
your great 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 granddad.
How is he
Maybe
so
another
old?
great in there.
I definitely need to talk to this guy and maybe
He
figure
was
out.
preserved in a tank.
Attack? Where'd you guys get
We
attacked?
had all these doctor notes that we took, but didn't give to you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put on my stethoscope just to one look for the badgers underground and also to like drown you guys out because you guys.
Put these on.
Make myself feel better. I'm a doctor.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you do so. Yeah. You just kind of go.
Can I do my hunting thing and try and see if anything's been around or where, like, where they may come and go from, sort of thing? Because I know badgers go underground.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Right. I'll get a point of clarification here. Did everybody enter the building?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So you all went in and you've kind of been softly, you're just kind of pushing your way through and like, try to find anything. Rachel, you can give me a hunt roll. This will be for within the building, and it's just to look for any evidence of badger habitation or somebody doing something, some kind of trapdoor or something. Okay, yep, one's enough.
Okay.
So you go from room to room, you check everywhere, you chap the doors, you chap the floors, you look for secret entrances. The one thing you find is in one of the back rooms, there is what obviously used to be a stairway going down that has been completely filled with debris. From your point of view, obviously someone has chose to do this. There's nothing collapsed, the roof is still intact, but somebody has chose to come in here and fill that area with debris to stop anyone from getting down there easily.
You guys
Wait,
think you got something?
Nostran could dig underground, so do you think they might be down there?
Probably.
Okay, there might be another entrance. Let's look outside the building.
I mean,
round the back.
couldn't we just go for?
Okay, we can go round the back.
Couldn't we just open this? Like if we work together?
No.
I mean,
We
I
might
am a
be a-
lizard. I'm pretty good at digging.
It might be a little bit rude.
Fair enough. Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So as you walk out the front door, you just bump into 3 wolverines. They're kind of
Oh.
leaning on their spears. They're like, "Fucking took you long enough."
Hello.
And then the
Hi.
second boy walks out. They all spin the spears round, pointing them straight at. State your fucking business.
I put my
Quick.
Okay, come in peace.
I automatically just put my hands in the air.
I'm gonna put my stethoscope on one of like the wolverines and feel like I think I hear something.
We are here to trade and possibly try to get a peace deal.
Yes.
It's why she brought us because lizards. Am
The
I right,
flu.
guys?
Right.
We are here on behalf of. Wait for it. I can't remember his name.
Are you going to say the name of the person who's brokered the secret deal with the Badgers to these 3 unknown guards?
I'm not saying a word right now. 'cause
I'm
they
just saying broker a peace deal and I'm here to trade. And
Now
plus,
you've said
I
it.
know you really want what I have right now. And I
It's
have
not-
more.
What are you going to show them that you want to trade?
I will show them the fertilizer.
Yeah.
As you move towards your
I do it very slowly. I
yep,
am
okay,
not the first time I have traded under these circumstances.
Most of my trades start with a weapon pointed at me.
All
okay,
of
yeah,
mine
so,
have.
yeah. So you pull it out. There's 3 Wolverines. I'll say that the 3 is Kelly, Bossy, and Lafleur. Lafleur and Bossy. I'm not sure if it's Bossy or Bussy to be honest, but I'm going to go with Bossy because that's how it's spelled. Kind of they nod towards Kelly, and Kelly kind of takes it from you and sniffs it, like looks there and is like,
Help things grow.
they kind of when you say helps things grow, they all kind of nervously like look at each other, and they kind of like raise the spears a little bit, and then they're like, okay, this is above our pay grade. Okay.
Is your boss
Follow-
around by any chance?
Yeah. Okay, we'll do that.
Take me to your
use-
leader.
Kelly, go at the front. We'll go by any movements, and we're gonna skewer you.
So I can't walk.
Any movements? Any sudden movements we're going for? Are you gonna try and suddenly move?
No. No, I'm not.
The movement comment.
Cool. So yep, you just go. And they lead you round the back of the building, and then a little bit further away to a kind of inconspicuous, smaller like concrete outhouse. They open the door, and there is indeed a kind of trap door that they lift, and they kind of lead you down. Now this is quite a tight space.
For everyone
yeah.
but me.
Can
For
I,
anyone that's
I'm like
small,
having a hunch for.
yeah.
Me
Can
and
I-
the bus are okay, because I'm pretty small.
can I take out some chalk and like secretly like I don't know, make some lines for like if we need to find our way out kind of thing?
Okay, so you heard the part where I said there's 2 Wolverines with spears pointed at you saying don't do anything funny, yeah?
It's
You absolutely can. It'll be a stealth roll with the minus successes because of the minus the successes. But you can 100% try and do that.
yeah,
I want you to try and do that, just to be clear.
I'll try and do that.
I do love how like there's like ineffectual guard. I tried to trick him immediately. Okay. Take us to the thing we want to. Okay, we'll take you there. I don't trust these guys. Okay, so that's a fail because you're minus 1 success. So that is also a 1. Okay, cool. Are you happy with this, or do you want to push the roll?
I'll push.
Okay. Okay, that's
Fair.
minus 1 to successes because you're minus 1 success. Yeah, you pull out the chalk. Now, what you notice is that this is a burrow. The walls are made of dirt. It's been hard packed, and it is kind of fairly dry. And as you kind of like make a line, you kind of feel a poke in the back, and like, no funny business.
I say, this better not awaken something in me. I know, I'll move on.
You're getting right in the bumhole. Okay, cool. So, use now
Cobb
move.
does not approve.
Or does. It
Or
depends
does
who
he?
you say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, they lead you down. The burrow is obviously, this is intentionally narrow. They'll tell you to stop every now and again, and then Kelly will go first, and then turn and kind of hold the spear, and then let you come through single file. The corridors will kind of like widen slightly, where the 2 small characters can walk side by side, but the larger ones again are kind of like they have to go. It's deliberately been made this way. Take from that what you will. Who has got Leon? Your scout roll's quite high, isn't it?
My scout is 4 total.
4. Yep, cool. Has anyone got like a scout roll about additional scout skill above 2?
I think so.
Fucking.
I do.
Is that including your wits as well? So that the skill itself is
Yeah.
a 2. Yeah, that's cool. What you notice is that you circle around. They are deliberately taking you away that is
Hard to figure out.
to disorientate you. But you notice some like scratches here. You notice like a couple of flickering lamps that look the same. But they deliberately do a misleading circuit to make it look like you're going deeper underground than you would expect to. This isn't the first time they've done this, but yeah, they make it. Well, go this way. But the ones that are more aware of
We
their
must be going very, very deep underground. You guys have quite the fortress here.
you're like, yeah, it's a massively complex system we have here.
I mean, I'd be so confused. How can you remember these routes? I've already recorded in my brain the exact straight line that it technically took us.
Oh yeah, like you could walk 10 paces left, spin around 3 times, then continue going the right same way. Yeah, it's the ones who have the skill, they realize what they're doing. You also notice a couple other little things. There is signs of traps, specifically traps that would collapse roofs and collapse tunnels. You don't see anything obvious for how this would happen, but it looks like they're prepared for something. After a while, though, they do take you to a chamber. They open. It's a 2 double doors. You open it, and there is a well-lit room behind it. It's got torches, so not torches, lanterns around it. Kelly goes in and starts to light them to make it a bit brighter. There is a few seats. It looks like the seats that have been ripped out from the building upstairs. And they usher you inside. I forget which one it was now. What was the name? It was Kelly, Bossy, and LaFleur. Right, wait here, and we'll be back with someone who can deal with this. Don't try and get out. Watching.
I'm just gonna stand with my hands up again.
Right. And we're gonna need your weapons. He goes over to a compartment in the back of the room. It's a kind of stronger looking metal door. He kind of looks over at you and kind of turns it a little bit, opens it. Everything in there.
I'm gonna slowly just start pulling out my blades and stuff. The katana at my hips come off, the Bowie knife and my belt's off, and I'm just.
I like to think
put it down
most of my
slowly
weapons
because I don't want to move
in my
quickly.
trolley. Like you can't see them because they're under a pile of rubbish.
I will allow Bowie as a military. You have all your weapons are always in literally kind of pulling out distance because you're a fighter. You don't have things concealed. That's not the way you fight. Debussy, I will allow that. However, you will require a stealth roll to hide such things. Bowie, I will say that these guys have actually.
I'm gonna push that.
You're gonna need to.
Like I'm.
Oh
I'm
no!
basically
I'm gonna use
at
my
this
third
point
one
to
because I've got
tackle
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for
But
the
you need to take.
Yay! One.
Now, with this third roll and the 2 1s there, I will say that how many guns have you got, Scott? Right. I will need you will require a success per gun then. How many guns do you actually have in that trolley? Because you have a lot of guns.
I currently have. In fact, I gave most of my guns away. I have 1 gun, a knife, and a stun baton.
I
Okay,
have
well-
2 guns and a bow.
So is it the guns specifically you're hiding, Scott?
Aye.
Okay, they look over at your trolley, which you've somehow got down here, and they pull out the stun gun and they put them in. They kind of look at the stun baton, like they're impressed, but they do put it in the safe. These are well-trained guards. These aren't thieving bastards, so they aren't trying. At the moment, they're not trying to take anything from you. Bowie, do you put all your weapons
This
in
deal
the
would not
gun
go
safe?
well if they do.
Yes.
Like, I
put all my
remember
weapons
where
in.
they traps are, where I could fucking cave them in and starve them out if they steal my fucking weapons.
Well, you're assuming that's the only entrance into the burrow.
I know.
Um,
I would
uh,
100% get the lizards to just fucking bomb the shit out of this place if they did. Steal my stun baton.
they kept one of my items. Cool. Boy, they are impressed.
So
Like
they
the katana, and that
absolutely
they're like, holy shit, this is impressive. Like they kind of look jealous, but again, they put the stuff into the safe. Tabby, what weapons do you have?
I have a nail gun, a revolver, and a bow and arrow.
Right, are you handing over the weapons, or are you trying to hide any?
I'm not handing them over.
Okay. Are you hiding them, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll hide them.
Okay. It will be a stealth roll, and you will require a success for each item you're trying to hide.
I won't try and hide the bow because that's too obvious.
Okay, you give them the bow, which is slung over you, like you hand them the bow, they put the bow on it, and like anything else.
Oh, I'ma push it.
I'ma push it.
Man, this is us getting punished for the.
Okay, I got two.
You got two. That's
Yeah.
fine. So you're hiding a revolver on your tiny body, and you're hiding a nail gun on your tiny body.
Yeah, I've got fur.
Okay, cool. They look concerned, but I'll come back to you in a second. Cobb, do you have any weapons on you?
Yeah, I have my sling, my knife, my stun baton, and my what am I forgetting?
Shotgun.
I think I gave you a weapon as well, did I not? I
You
gave
did.
you some type of melee weapon.
You gave me like a sword or something, maybe. I'll,
Okay,
I
well,
feel like a
you-
thought seems familiar.
I have a tire iron. I'll give that away as well.
you give them the tire iron. Do you give them everything, or do you just give them the tire iron?
I'll give them all my weapons, but I'll keep my potions and everything I use for brewing.
They don't try and take the potions. Specifically, what they're looking for is melee and like projectile weapons. These are warriors. They're not like
They don't
that's
know what
healer
that
stuff.
is. That's a
Yeah.
drink to them.
Yeah, like they want things that you could burst out the room and start shooting at them. They think, oh, that's just we don't know what that shit is. That's probably booze. They also want to trade with you. They don't want to. They're not trying to fight you right now.
Hmm.
But anyway, cool. So, Cobb, you hand over all your stuff. They put it in the safe. They then start to eye you suspiciously. Tabby, who only handed over one weapon.
They don't know I've got more than one weapon.
They don't, but they are guards. They are well-trained guards, as I mentioned. Is that everything?
Yep.
Right,
Guys, I don't know if you've heard of Cobb, but she is Cobb approved.
they look at
Kind
you.
of a good thing.
They look at each other. Okay, shrug. All right.
I guess that
Right.
hasn't made it down here yet. That's fair enough.
Uh,
You have been
Okay.
living under a rock, so I won't hold that against you.
Guys
That's
haven't
true.
had noodle dogs. You're missing out. They taste great.
Right. Yeah, you say all those things. LaFleur gets really close to you, Tabby. Now, LaFleur is a large, muscular Wolverine in kind of like well-made armor, and he kind of like stares directly at you. Nostrils flare, eyes widen, and he's going to try and dominate you. He doesn't roll that much, so he's not like invincible or anything. He gets 4 successes.
Jeez.
He's not that great. Fucking 4 successes.
Yeah.
I shrink to the ground.
Okay. Now you can try and like push back against this. You would do, I think it is a sense of motion, or you can try to dominate him back by rolling your dominate.
They're both
or you can,
3. I wouldn't be able to get higher than 4.
Okay, cool. He will look at you and say, "Is that all you have?"
Can I try and help?
No.
Alright, makes a motion to hand him
Fine.
over.
Can I try and help or?
If you want to Cobb to kind of like back you up, you can have 1 extra dice on your roll to try and it's like, nah, fuck you.
I'm gonna. Okay, I will try sense emotion, but I'll have to roll all. I'd have to roll 4. This isn't gonna happen, but I'm gonna try.
It's happened before, so let's find out.
Nope.
1. Okay, you steal your resolve a little bit, and you don't cower or cry or wet yourself, or anything, but you're like,
Whew. I
Okay.
may have, another one.
She may have forgot.
And he takes them from me and looks and he's like, kind of respects it a bit. He's like, yeah, okay, these, I can see why. You'll get them back as long as you don't try anything funny.
Okay.
He goes and puts them in the
I
safe.
mean, I wasn't going to in the first place, but I don't like people taking my shit.
He kind of looks at you and then kind of looks at Bowie, the hated enemy of the Badger tribe. It's like, we don't trust you. And then like goes up the safe, spins the thing. We'll be checking. And he marches out.
Can they not trust a rat? Like, rats are the most. Like, everyone says you're a rat when they're saying you're such a good person.
You're
I'm
a
not sure I've
filthy,
heard that one
duplicitous
before.
rat.
Yes, it means you are a cunning, intelligent, and very good, well-mannered person.
Maybe a mouse. Trusted as a mouse. That sounds about right, yeah.
I'm not a mouse, though. Just sad face.
So with that, the LaFleur leaves, and he stays. He sends Kelly off to. He just says, "Right, go and see if you can get the bosses." And Bossy and LaFleur stay. They close the door, and after about 10 minutes or so, Bossy comes back in with some water, and he just kind of puts it down and says, "They'll be how long they are," and walks back out again. Is there anything you want to discuss or go through at this time, or do you want to just wait to...
I'll
I'll
look.
drink water and I'll kind of like look over at Cobb and be like, well, you're the face of the rebellion, so you're going to try and get them to join the rebellion.
Well,
They don't like because I lied, so...
I try to look at Bowie and be like, I know they hate you, but,
yeah.
you know, if we're
I'm
going
just
to
standing,
broker
like,
a
with my
peace
arms
between the
open, thinking.
lizards and them, it's got to be you that deals with that.
Well,
I'll try and sweeten them up with this stuff, and I will back you up as much as possible, but...
we should probably talk about how we're gonna approach this as a group.
My plan is to offer them this just being kind will give them this fertilizer and tell them I have access to more if they join the rebellion, and if we can get the lizards to do a peace deal with them, if they will at least consider it.
Can I ask, do we really care about the peace deal?
Yes, we do, because we want the lizards on our side, and like we're going to betray the current leader of the lizards, and I'll make sure to be very loud about betray the lizards.
Oh,
Yeah,
here's the thing.
Just in case someone's listening into us.
Here's the thing. Betraying the leader of the lizards is one thing.
Yes, but we're going to usurp him with another one that's more friendly to the badgers.
Right.
Which means that we're likely to get a peace, which means we get both of them on the
Well,
rebellion.
Oh, we'll assassinate Pierre. That was our... Also, we were told we could do that.
Yeah, you've 100% answered both my questions. Are we gonna kill P off? Yes. Are we gonna usurp him? Yes. Who are we going to put into power?
The guy that we talked to, that I can't remember the name. No, there was a guy we talked to.
I mean, we got a lizard here that's pretty cool. I mean, Bowie's pretty cool. She could probably lead them. Bowie, you down for that?
No, there's a person that we talked to.
My vote is that we start a council of lizards.
Alright.
Rather
No,
than
we spoke to someone. It was...
One person can be corrupted. A group with democracy can do no wrong.
This
I don't know,
democracy.
democracies have always failed amongst the rats.
That is Ulrich, who you have dealt with.
Yeah,
that was
the
two
guy
issue.
Pretty sure that Ulrich has dealt with the badgers as well. So
Yeah.
we're going to mention that Ulrich is one of the ones.
Yeah, he's the one that asked me and Debussy to sort everything out, so we got this.
Okay.
He didn't seem to trust us much, though. I think he thought we'd fail.
Well, let's talk
And
more.
he was very vague on assassination attempts.
That's fine. What do we need to facilitate this assassination? what do we need from them? What can we ask from them to like show as like a support for the rebellion?
This is for the rebellion. We're just trying to get them on our side.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with the rebellion.
Okay.
Well, it is because if we can
Well,
get
kind of, but not really.
We are the rebellion.
It's more to get. This is all sort of for the lizard tribe, but we're doing it so they get on our side of the with the rebellion. But technically, it's sort of just for them, ish.
It's for both of them. If the badgers and the lizards are at peace, they're going to want a new enemy to hate, and the watchers are perfect for it. So they
Okay.
can join the rebellion, and then we get 2 clans.
But can we ask
We
for
unite the
like
people.
Sorry. Sorry. What were you saying? Murray. Sorry.
I was saying we can unite the people. If we can unite the tribes, we can defeat the Watchers.
Are you all forgetting what our plan is? Is to get the clans on our side to fight the watchers?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
No, but I mean it today too. Like, cause
All right.
just Cobb's song. I'm in agreement with. I'm kind of backing maybe.
Okay. So if you guys, so you continue this for a little while. Just clarify what the overall goal of your idea is.
The goal of the rebellion is.
I mean, can we just
I don't
kill all
think
these
they
people?
care about the rebellion, though. But they just want this to happen.
We. Well, we.
Well, I'm sure
I think
there'll be
we.
some badgers that don't want to join the rebellion, and some lizards that don't want to join either. But they will like the idea of peace between them because you
Yeah.
know they'll be
Yeah.
killing each other a lot.
And we'll be like at the top of the rebellion, so we'll be like in charge of like these like chapters, I assume. We'll...
Of course.
Yes and no.
Well,
Remember, they're going to side with their own first. We have to keep them
Well,
sweet.
we have the fertilizer though, so
Yeah.
technically we've got it all.
We're going to keep them fed.
yeah, I think we should maybe keep the fertilizer like a little bit. I don't know, as in
But we're
terms.
gonna give them this bit, you know,
Yeah.
as sort of a good faith thingy.
Yeah, like keep
We
control
have
over it.
plenty of fertilizer, Cobb.
No, but I know, but we should probably control who gets it, right?
Oh yes, 100%
Yes.
we're doing that.
That's cool. That's just all I wanted to say.
We've moved from war crimes to corporate stranglehold. That's good. I'm glad that's how we're doing. We've become Monsanto. That's
I'm
fantastic.
a rat, for fuck's sake. What do you expect? It's like...
I think that's the best thing for it. I think.
Okay, what we're going to do is keep them just enough food and fertilizer to keep them on our sweet side,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
make them commit various war crimes to get us more power and more resources.
Yeah, that's
That
That's-
sounds perfect.
the bare way.
We subjugate and control the working class and the means of production to enrich our own lives. That is what we do.
That's how
Yeah.
it's supposed to be.
That's
You know what?
it's
If-
like democracy. It's better for us because we get all the benefits and
Like
nobody else does.
democracy, but we
I
don't
bet
get other
the.
people deciding what to do. We just decide.
Why did the humans never do this? If the humans did this, they would be
Crazy. I
fine.
think things would have worked so much better for them if they did this.
Humans are just stupid.
So this continues for a while. You just get deeper and deeper into the horrifying hellscape of capitalism. And yeah, eventually then the door opens. And yeah, LaFleur walks in, flanked by his 2 companions, and he says, "Right, they're ready for you. Come with me." And again, he motions you go forward. Kelly takes the lead, and LaFleur and Bossy take the rear. You notice that this time they're not quite as pokey with the sticks. They're a bit more at ease, but this time you notice in tunnels, like you just go by other Wolverines. You go by a couple of Badgers. They're not always like dressed as guards, but they just appear to be kind of keeping a lookout. Everyone you go by is armed with something. You don't see any guns, but you see machetes, you see spears, you see axes, you see hammers.
Definitely skill in it is all as we pass.
The Bussy, Tabby, and Cobb, you kind of get like some side eyes and stuff. Bowie is the kind of intent. Like a lot of them kind of like, some of them kind of like actively growl as you go by. Keeps her hands up the whole time.
Like, I'm just waiting
Maybe
for
we
the
shouldn't have
cuffs
brought
on me
Bowie.
so that they feel better.
Mm.
Because if I'm in cuffs, then I can't hurt them. It would be like handcuffing Superman, but if it makes them feel better.
Yeah. So yeah, but they don't say too much as you go by. You do kind of get like sights and smells. Like sometimes you look down down tunnels and you see like what looks a bit like living areas, and a lot of the living areas seem to be like families living almost on top of each other. But you don't get a good look at them. You kind of walk by one larger area with kind of like saloon doors, and like you see it kind of wider, like a mess hall with multiple tables. Oh yeah, and like with some nice smells coming from it. But they continue on eventually till you get to. Let me make sure I get this part right. A large hall. It's the largest hall, the largest chamber you've seen in the borough. It's got rows of seating, probably enough to fit, well, more than 100 badgers, 100 people of the badger tribe. So this looks like the main meeting area. At the far end, there's a kind of raised platform with some kind of desks that have seen better time and better repair, but they're kept clean. You can see obvious signs of repair. You can see that they've tried to make them look as imposing as they can, but these have been salvaged in some way. They've got kind of like the big fancy chair behind them. We would recognise this very much as like if you went to like a local government office, the kind of like the fancy ones. And sitting on them there is 3 separate members of the Badger tribe. I'll get these dudes up as well because they all have faces. You see Yezerman, the alpha of the tribe. The large badger. He's wearing a suit. He's got a cool jacket on.
Oh, he's so cute.
There's
The
one.
coat looks too big.
This coat does look a bit too big. There is what the fucking largest Wolverine you have ever seen in your life. Who does though? Although he's described as an elder, he does not look like an elder. He looks like a fucking maniac who's just wearing like what we recognise as American football armour that has just been kind of like had plate welded onto it. He kind of actively, as soon as he sees Bowie, you kind of start seeing him flexing and kind of stretching off his shoulders and things like he's just getting ready to dive across the table and start fighting.
I've still got my hands up and I'm going to lower my head kind of in a submissive gesture.
Okay, and the final one you see is Chelios, the leader of the Weasel faction. A female weasel. Oh, little jacket on. She's got a little leather jacket on.
That's absolutely horrible.
Why are these leaders so cute compared to the rest of the leaders?
Sometimes when you feed things into the software and enemies, this is what you get. The Yezo one made me laugh because I don't know what prompt I put in, but it came up like an oil painting. I'm like, well, I guess that's what I've got. That sounds like a watercolor painting, sort of say.
I think it was stealing it from Disco Elysium.
Yeah, it does have that kind of look about it. But
or the artist that was based off.
Yeah. It made me like I don't know what I put in the background of the Yezo one. They're surrounded by tractors. I don't know. There's no tractors in this game. I don't know why they're there, but they are. But anyway, they look tough, so I took them. And they look at you. Not Lafleur, sorry. Oh, he's like, oh fuck. I never changed his name. He's actually called Lafleur as well. I should have changed that. That's my bad. Okay, hold on a second. Did I not? Oh, no. Fuck. Alright, cool. I'm changing his name right now. I can't believe I didn't fucking change it. See, sometimes I make these at different times. He's now called Sawchuck71. Fucking hell, dude. This shows you how much I've been doing. Anyway, right, so that's it. And he's only recently came to power when he beat the shit out of the last Wolverine elder, his dad.
Oh, I mean, that's one way to do it.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Bowie, you would know this.
I
The
feel like this Wolverine is like Hugh Jackman's abs underneath that fucking armor.
He only wears the armor to contain his physique. Like he's when he rips it off the first chance he gets. But you know, it's like,
and then all the badgers sing in the background for it.
he has a choir that like follows him around, and they all sing out when he does things. But yeah, he is a maniac. So yeah, Yezerman kind of calms Sawchuck slightly, and kind of looks confusedly over at Chelios, Chelios seems to have almost been expecting you. Like she kind of like smiles when she sees Boy, which is the first smile you've seen from any of them since you came here. Don't know how confusing Boy would find that.
This is my what the fuck face.
And Yezerman kind of leans forward. You see kind of his long jacket fall down a bit, and you can see that this guy's actually been a fighter. There's scars all over his arms from various battles. But he's older. And he looks at you saying, "So, you have come to trade. You have brought us something that they can help us?" Looks specifically at Debussy. Cobb immediately starts talking.
Yes, Ulrich had told us that you were looking for something that would help you grow something. He was unclear about it, and we have came to provide it as kind of like bring out the fertilizer and bring it up to them.
Yezerman kind of calls out, says, "Remu," and at this point, another weasel comes in. Here he is.
I'm running out of space. What you got?
You can shut down some.
Why are they all in cute outfits?
This is why you have a notebook, you guys.
Have we seen him before?
No.
You might have seen Remu before. I might have used the picture before.
I'm just wondering.
But also, you've not been here, so maybe not. Sometimes I show you things just off camera because I think they're cute. But don't worry, they're not all important. And also, they're always in your sidebar, so you can always look and see who's the Badger tribe. And the leaders of the Badger tribe is all there. And he kind of runs over, and he takes what you have from him, the fertilizer, and he smells it. And he breaks out what Cobb would recognise as a testing kit, very similar to kind of the setup he uses to make potions. It can also be used to do other things. And he takes a small sample of it, kind of goes through some tubes and things. Takes him a little while, and then he looks over to Yezerman and kind of gives him a big thumbs up. "Yes, this will be much appreciated. What is it you are looking for this? Do you have more?"
We do have more, and that is just a generosity right now. We do have some things that we would like to discuss. Things that would benefit all of us. And I'll kind of like look over at Bowie and be like, the lizards, well, some of them are tired of this war, and they want to end it. We were hoping to create a peace deal with the lizards, basically. Ulrich is the one that has been trying to get a hold of it. Apparently he's spoken to some of you.
At the name Ulrich, two things happen. Sawchuck, who has kind of been like, had his hand, you hear like the table itself crack as he digs his fingers into the table and snaps a large piece of the wood off. And even he looks kind of momentarily surprised at what he's done, and then kind of like doesn't look embarrassed because he doesn't get embarrassed, but he kind of like forces himself to sit back and just like throws a large part of the table to the side, and then looks angry at you. And Chelios, who kind of had been paying a bit of attention, she says pipes. Yes, this would be the plan that I mentioned to you, Yezerman, that I was trying to bring to fruition with some what would you call negotiations with our old enemy. Yes, I have been having some back channel communications with Ulrich, and she looks around the room and is like, can I ask that the guards leave the room for a moment? Just for a moment, just stand beyond the door, just maybe 10, 20 feet, please? And she kind of scurries out, ushers the guards out, watches him go, just a bit further, a little bit further, 10 more steps, 3 more, 1, thank you, and closes the door. We don't exactly know who are working with the Watchers. So let us usher, and she ushers just kind of a bit closer to them all.
I will kind of whisper, it's like, that's why I have not mentioned the rebellion yet.
Why are we whispering?
Shh, come.
Why are we whispering?
At the mention of the resistance, Remu, the doctor you're speaking to, looks more intently at you both. And he goes over and whispers to Cobb. Cobb approves this message.
This guy's cool. I like this guy.
Yeah.
He then stabs you 3 times. I'm only joking. From the Watchers.
Imagine. Oh,
Cobb approves.
Cobb sends his regards.
Yeah, cut to black. Right, cool. So, yes. Now, Yezerman looks interested and intrigued. Sawchuck does not. Sawchuck looks like he's about to flip his own table in disgust. But Yezerman goes, like, hey, Sawchuck, you must calm yourself. The Watchers are our main enemy. If we can defeat them, then we can. There's no more reason to lose any more of our children to this pointless war over nothing.
At this point, I'm going to bring out the eye.
Oh, and now. Yezerman gets this gets and just pushes his table over. Doesn't even try to walk around it. Pushes the table to the side. Not Yezerman, sorry, that would be Sawchuck. Pushes the table to the side and just stomps over to you, towers over you, the bussy, and just takes it. He's like, how did you do this?
I destroyed it.
Grabs you and lifts you up, kind of right up. You're stronger than you look, little one.
I tense at him grabbing Debussy, but I don't make a move because I don't want to start it.
Debussy laughs, knowing full well that he is used to this treatment. and just like, it's always the fight in not the size that counts, but size definitely helps. As a kind of like pat on the shoulder.
How did you do it? Did you use steel?
Without
A
mine.
really big gun.
Yes, a warrior's weapon. He kind of realizes he's lifted you up and kind of puts you down and kind of pats off your shoulders. It's like, this will be glorious. I will throw my lot in with this peace. With the reptiles. If I get to kill a Watcher. And
Well, that's good.
what did you need from us, the Wolverines? Well, those that don't agree, they will. I'll convince them. And he pulls out a large hammer that has convince written on one side of them.
That's pretty neat.
It is. It's humorous in this kind of situation.
I like it.
Chelio's kind of like, okay, Sawchuck, and have a seat. He's keen.
A little bit too much, probably.
We
Kind of looks over at Tabby. It's like, you've got every Watcher we've seen.
Tabby's like, I'm just going to go with Sawchuck and fight them all. It was fine.
Yeah, we've got
Tabby
this.
and Sawchuck.
It's going to be like Arya and the Hound wandering the lands, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, they're a great team.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was one of the best
Probably
parts of
one
that
of the
season.
highlights of the show, to be honest.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that could have been the show. So yeah, so Sawchuck, he doesn't sit down. He's too excited to sit down now. So he's just kind of almost bouncing there, just imagining himself just smashing Watchers left and right.
Lucy, can you get me a hammer like that?
Yes, we might get you one later.
Okay.
We could call that one suggestion box, or
We'll
You
call
see
this,
Sawchuck pull out a notepad and write that down. So that's a good one, actually.
we'll call yours subtlety.
I like that. I really like
Write
that.
that down as well. This is even better. Yeah. So, wonderful. Well, yes, we were happy to. We will throw in a lot. We will absolutely. We will convince the rest. Now, I must be honest. We hold sway in the village, but there is those that still follow the Watchers. With our help, we can start to convince the rest of the. Have you found anything recently we can use to use against the Watchers to show that they are perhaps not our friends and that we should rebel?
I will bring out the documents that we have.
She will look at them and she is a scavenger, so there's parts she recognises. And to do with technology, she's like, you see her look horrified at some of the pages. Ramu comes over and starts looking at some of them. Again, he also looks horrified at a lot. He's like, monstrous.
Can my friend put her hands down now, please?
They kind of look at her like, you can see the kind of like the distrust, but they're trying to push against it and like.
She's a good person.
Of course.
She's the best of
It
us.
was vital in this peace treaty.
She was.
Yeah. You're right. Of course. And everything must be proper. And Yezerman walks up to Bowie and holds out his hand.
I'm gonna make sure my movements are slow and deliberate and reach out and just take his hand.
Kind of.
I'm trying to be as least threatening as I can possibly be right now, because I'm an enemy territory in my mind.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
You know what hamster lizards that end up in the hole.
They're
I've heard the horror stories. Badgers are vicious. They unhinge their jaws and can rip us apart.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Their babies are demons. They pop from holes in the ground. They're really like, they're
They're
terrible.
secretly running everything.
Oh, that's why I'm not going down that road. There was too much we could have done there. Right, cool. So yeah, he like strongly shakes your hand a few times, clash on the shoulder, says, "Let this be the first." No, that's not him. Let this be the first of many interactions of peace. However, from what Chelios, what were you going to say there? And as Chelios goes on, yes, this will only work if we can depose. Piaf, he rebuffed. I did try to send messages a few times, and well, let's say he was less receptive to the my overtures of peace.
Oh yeah.
One might say
we
he
had the unfortunate meeting with him. He wanted
Yeah,
to
I don't like
betray
that
you,
guy.
but we didn't like him.
Oh
We
yeah.
found the peaceful deal being far more prosperous.
Always want that guy taken out, so it's gonna be fine.
Wait, you 100% need that. This peace treaty can go ahead with him still living.
There's plans in place.
we are.
We
That's now. I don't want the peace we broker, the truce ceasefire, to start with the execution of the old guard. Whichever way you decide to deal with it is fine, provided the reptiles choose their own path. I don't want this motive
Well, they
history
don't
to be.
He didn't have to die, I guess. That was just
No.
an option.
We're here to broker peace, and it's my wish that we do this with as little bloodshed as possible. I'd prefer no bloodshed.
I'm gonna whisper to Bussy.
You could exile him.
Is killing Piaf not like mandatory in this? I thought that we were gonna 100% do that.
We were very unclear on that. But I'm pretty sure this peace deal is important. And if the Badgers don't want him dead for some reason, then we probably should try to, not do that. But
I'm
trying
gonna.
to think. How
Don't
can
worry.
we get rid of him?
I'm gonna clarify. Hey, by the way, the three of you guys, like, show of hands, who's like kind of against killing Piaf? Like, I just want some more clarification. Just any hands?
Chelios kind of like awkwardly raises her hands, like I don't
All right.
want the peace to be born of blood and execution and violence.
So that's one. You guys.
Yezerman looks over Uh,
And he's like, boys, shut up, shut up.
Yezerman looks at you and he's like, I have no love for Piaf. If he can be safely deposed and imprisoned and kept away from the battles to come and out of power, then however you deal with him is entirely up to that is a reptile sovereign right. We should not interfere. And Socha says, "Kill the fucking cunt."
Hey.
We can totally do that.
Yeah. So one against, one neutral, one all for it. So
I guess it's up to us.
I do have a plan to maybe capture him, but it might require the Badger's help. You know how much he hates the Badgers. If he thinks he can get one of you guys, I'm not saying you guys have to be there, but maybe make him think that you're going to be at the place.
Oh, a trap.
Yeah.
I like the sound of this.
So I immediately volunteer to be involved in anything where,
I volunteer as tribute.
where I get to as long as I can be the one to choke the life from his eyes. It's like, okay.
I like this guy.
Yeah, so it's like,
Very intense.
Yezerman says, Sochuk, as a leader now, you're not meant to involve yourself directly in battle until we're sure the war can be won. Sochuk looks very confused at that concept. What? No, I want to hit him. Jealous. Whatever you decide to do would be, of course, whatever we will go along with. We'd rather not risk Badger lives. We'd rather broker the peace as easily as we can. If you need some assistance or you need some proof or something, we can lend you some to do so.
Memory serves me, he wanted a badger, didn't he? Like, as in, we had to either do that or kill a badger.
I think
He
it was a
basically
group
was
of
looking for you
badgers.
to either basically battle some badgers. He was looking for you to sabotage their outpost because he'd heard through like torture and mistreatment of badgers that they were trying to grow their own food. So he wanted something done about that, and he wanted you to just find some random badger like hunting parties and either kill them or beat them or like maim them.
Has any
Was there
of
not
the
a third
hunting
option?
parties died, unfortunately, recently?
And answer your question, Cobb. There was something. Give me 2 seconds because there's a lot for me to remember. Fuck's sake, meeting with Piav. No, that's a whole different thing that I've done. And meeting, there we go. The 3 options. I'm so glad I wrote this shit down. Oh fuck, Jesus. He's actually said a lot of terrible things. Okay. Destroy their crops. Track several, at least 3 of their scouting groups. Rob and beat them. He also insists that they're stripped naked and beaten severely. Encourage the Watchers to raid their village, or destroy their food stores.
Wow.
Yeah, you want to fuck him up. Like,
Yeah, there's nothing
you
we
real
can
mean.
like kind of fake that we've done without doing it. Like, I mean, if there was any that died recently, they could serve themselves one more time in this peace treaty where we trick him into thinking we're bringing him bodies that.
Yeah, Yezerman will say, I'm sorry, little one. No, when our people die, we bury them, and no one has died recently, not within the walls of the burrow. Some may have died out in the forest and not returned, but I could not tell you. I mean, Sawchuck will kind of volunteer. I volunteer. I can go, and with a group of my fellows, we could strike into there, and you could say we're going to attack, and then you could say like try and jump us, but you need his help, and then we all turn on them at once.
I don't know if he'll
That's
ever
the
go
worst
outside
idea.
his compound. Like, ever.
It's not the worst idea. Like, if he thinks he can get one of the leaders,
Maybe
anyway,
then.
or we could sneak him in as if he's a prisoner, and then he
I was
breaks
gonna
out and
suggest that.
smashes him with the hammer.
I volunteer for this job.
I agree with Kabuki. If we can take at least 2 of your fighters to make it look like we've conquered a large group of seasoned trained fighters,
Yeah.
We can take 2 back as prisoners, and I can get them put under guard of my trusted comrades in arms.
In fact,
So the PF will
you're
never get to
friends
them.
with the prison officers, aren't you, Bowie?
I am. I'm also friends with several of the other lizards who want to be a part of the rebellion
Yeah.
and long to side with the Badger tribe in their war against the Watchers.
I really like that. Why only 2? Why not more, like 4? Or...
I don't want to leave the Badgers undefended just in case Piaf tries something sneaky and underhanded.
We could spare up
there's only
to.
4
I
of
could
us,
get
so-
you 10 volunteers to do this.
Well, I mean, there's only 4 of us, so you know, if we brought 10 of you with us, it kind of looks a bit, you know, suspicious.
Yes, you would not be strong enough to subdue 10 of us.
I'd say
Exactly.
And then he can beat him up, put him in the cell, and then we could.
I volunteer to be beaten.
like.
I will do the beating because
Yay.
it's most likely
How do
going
we
to be more
convince-
realistic if I do it.
How do we convince the lizards to betray Pilaf, though? If we want to keep him alive, he has to be, like, brought down, shamed, and humiliated. Has he done anything that the lizards wouldn't approve of recently?
Lots.
Ooh, we could make something
He's-
up.
He's a fat, greedy toad. He doesn't care about the lizards. He cares about his power and how he can hold it at any cost. You've all seen his special guards. They treat everyone like trash. And I'm fairly certain that nobody would grieve if he was gone.
Doesn't
But very rude.
doesn't the Lizard Clan have like a megaphone in the prison where they are? Maybe we could turn that on and get Piaf to like say something incriminating against himself or something.
Laying a trap for him. That could work.
I mean, this is if we're going to keep him alive. It'd be so much simpler just to smash him with a hammer.
I agree.
I volunteer to smash him with the hammer.
I like
No,
this
no,
guy.
It's,
But,
what's up, sorry.
But apparently we have to do it the right way. So we have to trick him into incriminating himself or just capturing him, and maybe that'll be enough for the lizards to go, you know what, he's not actually a threat now, so fuck him.
We have to do this carefully. If we go in guns blazing, then we can run the risk of them turning against us and PF painting us as just a band of rebels and casting me as a rogue to tar everything that we've done so far. I know it's uncommon, but I advise that you all act with caution. You know, caution. Where you
do not
don't
know this
get
word.
We're crazy. And I'm gonna look at Tabby and Debosi as
I
I say
have
that.
another idea that might keep him alive. Well, everyone wants this peace deal. You did say this, didn't you? What if the warriors we bring are messengers that want to broker this peace deal? And then when he acts against them, we defend them. And your friends are all around, make sure everyone can hear it, that he would rather kill these messengers than even hear of a peace deal.
I could use that microphone kind of thing if I can turn that on.
This sounds like a plan.
Boy, I'll also remind you that
Maybe I could bribe some of the other people as well away from him.
Ulrich is in high standing among the tribe. The toads are kind of like they kind of like manage to get into power through like trickery and bribery and like remaining as a group and bullying people. They don't outnumber anyone though, and Ulrich holds a lot of respect for a lot of tribe. So he does have like his own kind of groups of people because they're kind of more honourable. They
Yeah.
don't seize power. But you do have backup, and you also do have like the guys that you have separated, which there is like a fair number of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like, also,
I also
like-
have my military bods as well.
Can I ask?
You
if...
think we wouldn't even need to trick him? We could literally just walk in here and be like, "Here's the deal, dude."
I volunteer to challenge him for his right to reign.
Oh, are we doing trial by combat?
This sounds interesting.
Is that a thing?
I have a stun baton, but not on me right now. But
It's
I
my
will say
stomach.
that it's very much Game of Thronesy. Like, it's not like you fight the king, you'd fight the king's champion.
Right.
And
well,
the-
what if we choose our champion? Points at the big, huge, muscly fucking guy.
Yeah.
except Sawchuck as a champion, it would have to be Bowie or and then well, I'm not going to roll against myself, so it'd have to be one of you guys.
Yeah,
I will do it.
it would be me. It would need to be a lizard that
Oh.
does
Have to
it.
be a reptile as well, guys.
I
Like
was gonna
specifically.
say, just the busy. I will be the champion.
Hmm.
champion. Pose at 7 guns.
And the,
Champion this bitch.
I like
Just
that.
And the
like the
fight would
Indiana
be-
Jones, he poses at the sword in the fancy stuff. Bang.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. It would be a fight between. It would be like a fight, probably a melee fight or an unarmed kind of combat thing. They wouldn't just be like, you pull a gun, it's like, oh, you win. No.
Do you think you could win this, Bowie?
Depends,
I'll
right?
certainly die trying.
Well, if
Um,
you die, we go with Plan B, which is let the big hammery guy smash fuck out of him.
It's a good
Then
plan
we
B.
go with the
If I
statue
die,
of you.
Debosi put a bullet in his brain pan.
Okay. that
Bitch
sounds
can't stop a bullet.
And again, this would be dependent on Piaf agreeing to this. So he'd have to be in a position where he thought you could maybe do something different. You know what? Well, we can fucking find out. You said have a chat. I'm not
it's
listening
like
to you.
that then if
Like,
we
I
all-
agreed to this. Why? Because I'm in a better position now. Why would I agree to this?
I feel like if we can get like the rest of the tribe, like to like
Give the fertilizer to him if he wins.
The challenge by combat is Plan B. I'm just putting that out there now.
No, I'm totally into this idea, Bowie.
it's
you
now
want to
plan
die
A.
for the cause, you can die for the cause.
Yep. Yep.
We go with Cobb's plan of tricking him first. If
Okay.
that doesn't work, then I'm calling him out.
Okay.
Well, I think that
We
if
have-
you say
we-
about
we
the
formed plans.
fertilizer, that might get him interested in
Can I,
having a challenge.
if this is important, but if the turtles, if Ulrich becomes alpha, does it then like no longer be the lizard tribe? It becomes the turtle tribe. Or...
No,
It's just a reptile tribe. They're all reptiles. As we keep saying lizards, but it's actually reptiles because it's ruled by toads right now. So it's like toads,
It's because we know
frogs.
more lizards.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we just keep like we keep whatever. Yeah, it's wouldn't be changed to the turtle tribe. They're still going to be reptile tribe.
Okay.
It's the same as the badger tribe has, wolverines and weasels in it, but they call it the badger tribe because they tend to end up in power because they're good at it.
I will start calling it the turtle tribe.
We're
Badger.
ruled by ninjas.
Yeah.
I can see why they're good at it, because, Weasel, very nervous. Wolverine, why is this smash fuck you everything?
The wolverines are basically Klingons in this, so you're like, fuck it, we
I
can-
like
just
that.
seen them as actual, all fucking Hugh Jackman Wolverine.
I should have made him Australian. See if I thought about it, I'd have given him an Australian accent. I might change that later on. I'll have to practice my Australian.
Do that.
I'll have to practice my Australian. I'll have to record myself and then remember to do it.
Put
There we go.
another reptile on the barbie.
There we go.
But we'll
Good day, mate. That
We're-
kind of stuff.
we're running out of time, so we should probably get going.
I
Well,
feel like
you-
that's a good point to end it, to be honest.
I'm happy
Yeah.
with that. Yep, cool. So, and with that, you continue. You can have various ideas. You go back and forward. Refreshments are brought to you. I did actually do a whole. So, there's other stuff in this, like the Burrow. If you want to go and do that next week, you don't have to run off straight to PF. But we can do whatever he's like. Maybe Mary will turn up next week. That'd be nice. The Badger finally gets here.
Yes, we brokered peace with your badger tribe whilst you were away.
Yeah. While you're off doing
Yeah.
something else. So that's cool. So yeah, we can end it there. Thank you anyone actually watching this. We do appreciate it. Stuff is happening. It's all coming together. It's actually not all. This is literally the beginning of the game. By the way, we've literally
Yeah.
done nothing.
We haven't
But-
actually got that far.
We've done a lot.
We've
done
done a
a
lot.
lot.
We've done
But
a
in the
lot.
grand scheme of the actual overarching storyline, this is the very beginning. But things change and things get much more difficult. But you'll find out if you watch 200 episodes of this. Anyway, cool. Right, thanks very much, Leon. You can end the stream now.
All right. Bye bye.